Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, it's me again, still the same day. So obviously, I got the same shirt. I got my hat off though, maybe. So I look a little different. But anyway, still driving for Uber. A couple hours later, made a couple bucks so far. Still hadn't made it home yet for the last video. Um, so I can do some work with Black Folk Hotspots. Again, I'm the CEO and founder of Black Folk Hotspots, and I founded this company in 2008, which didn't actually start off as a company. It started out, just as bloggers, blogging about, different things. I moved to an area that wasn't, didn't have a lot of black people, but I would see them on the roads or whatever. And so the stuff that I would find that I found interesting, I would blog about it. Then I noticed that people was Googling, and I was getting search engine hits from people looking for the same thing. But anyway, that's not what this is about. But if it is, if you're thinking about black, if you're a black business owner watching this, or you know a black business owner, definitely share this video so they can create a profile at blackfolkhotspots.com, a free profile, so that we can share the business with our network of over 300,000 urban professionals, aka urban consumers. But anyway, and increase that network to increase that net worth. But anyway, I was calling to talk about this ride I just had. Had a guy that I got Sirius radio, digital radio in the car, and I flip from channel to channel. I might go from Sway to CNN and MSNBC to hip hop channels, reggae channels, whatever. You know what it is, and just to listen to the news. But also got ESPN radio, so I was listening to ESPN. The ESPN radio feed, and First Take was on. They had the segment about Colin Kaepernick, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, who a couple years ago was the man in the NFL, right? It kind of didn't have a great season last year, or per se, but anyway. And the writer says, "Why are we still talking about this?" And I said, the exact same reason why you're asking why are we still talking about this, the exact same reason why we're still talking about this, because it's a big deal. As a veteran, I stand with Colin. I support what he's saying. As a black man, that's more the reason. And this guy, I don't know if he understood or didn't, but it don't really matter. But at the same time, what Colin is doing is deep, and I explained to the guy, I was like, man, you've never had to, get pulled over, driving a car just because you're black through a certain neighborhood. I have. You don't have police officers running your license plates like religiously. They do. It's just one of those things. And needless to say, I have had noticed quite a bit of difference since I got my Air Force veteran plates. They don't run me as often. I don't see them running me anyway. They get behind me. You can always usually tell when they're running. They've done it so many times, and that that I can tell when they're running my plates. It's just the way when you're pulling off and they're pulling off. They're still trying to get something. They're trying to stay with you until whatever they get back. But anyway, I've been, in Northwest Indiana, in Porter County, and I've been pulled over in the first question, whether I was speeding or not. And I remember this time, after the conclusion was that I was speeding, but who knew? I didn't know that the speed limit would go from 55 to 45. I thought the speed limit was 45, and then all of a sudden it drops to 35, and I didn't see that. All these years, and I didn't know. And they asked me, instead of saying, "Hey, do you know I pulled you over?" and then telling me, "Hey, you know what, you were doing 45 miles per hour," which is what I was actually doing the speed limit down Route 6 in Porter County, and I didn't know, for that block and a half or so that it dropped from 45 to 35. I didn't see it. Call it a mistake on my part. I just didn't notice. As a matter of fact, I'm going through that area right now, which almost is what triggered me to cut on this video and record this. And I wish I could flip the camera around, but I'm driving, obviously, so you guys can see it. But anyway, his first question to me was, and I had my nephew in the car, rather, and I had my daughter in the car. My nephew was in the back seat, and my daughter was sitting up front with me. And his first question was, "Where are you coming from?" Which I thought was an odd question to be your first question. Where are you coming from? Like, why does that matter? And I told him, and me, and and told my I want to let them know, with all this police brutality and stuff happening to people in cars and this, that, and the other, you know what? I ain't got no warrants. Ain't nobody looking for me. My place will come back clean and all that stuff. So I'm not worried. Okay, I'm going to answer your question, man. And I'm going to play your game because I know that's the game that you're playing, period. I ain't in no rush to go nowhere. You ain't stopping me from missing a bus or a train or a plane or being late for work or whatever. It's no big deal. Where I was coming from was picking my nephew up from work, and where I was going. And then his next question, I told him, picking my nephew up from work. And then he was like, "Where do you live? Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm on my way to drop him off at home." And then he goes into this, and this. Or he even asked me where do you work and this, that, and the other. What is this, an interview? Or is this are you Barbara Walters, Oprah, Dr. Phil, Steve Harvey, Rick? Dan Rather? Are you interviewing me? I'm looking around for the cameras. Like, is Ashton Kutcher about to come out? I'm like, seriously. I'm like, whatever, man. So I give them the information. I tell them, and this, that, and the other. And where are you going? Maryville. So we got about another 25 minutes in this car once you run the place and they come back clean and we pull off. So anyway, he take my driver's license and registration, this, that, and the other. And he also wanted to ask, at that time we just bought the car, so still had a temporary plate on the back. And he asked me, "Did you guys just buy this car?" I just gave him the registration. He could see the paper tag. It was within the time of the 31-day temporary tag or 30-day temporary tag or whatever. Just one of those things. It's like, why are you screwing with me, bro? Like, what's the point here? But anyway, so he go run it. And so I do what, so then I tell them, I said, "Look, what I'm going to do is, this is what you guys are about to learn is how to handle a traffic stop. Because you know what? Y'all job as kids, my daughter was 15 at the time, my nephew was 16. Neither have their license, but they will be getting them soon, So I said, because your job is to get home, to us, and safely, and then let us as adults handle them. But that's just straight up bogus. That why that's a question. Now, I understand. I done watched enough of of 48 hours or whatever you call it. First 48, rather. I've watched enough of certain things, and I know now at my age with some wisdom that sometimes stuff may happen or whatever, and they're trying to put you at the scene. Or I've been in a situation where I was hemmed up for mistaken identity, and the guys was threatening to put me in jail for 20 years for some stuff I not only had no clue about, but didn't do. All right, or didn't do and didn't have no clue about it, right? And so being able to put a person in an area can make you a probable cause type of person, and I fit the description. And even then, they said I fit the description, but I was nowhere near the description. But anyway, my main point is, those are the things that we deal with so often, and that's what I was telling them. That's why we're still talking about Colin Kaepernick and not standing up for the flag. And I said I stand with him as a veteran of the United States. The military has fought for the rights, for people to be free. They fought for him to be able to do that and have freedom of speech. Straight up, that's one of those things, and people don't think that. And Stephen A., who I don't always agree with, he said something that was very, very, very important, and it was. He's glad that he stood up. He said now people in a situation where it's different from Dwayne Wade and LeBron and Melo and Chris Paul, Colin Kaepernick forced these people to take sides. And now you could see who they are for what they are when they take sides. Because this man didn't do anything, a silent protest. He answered every question with poise and completely. He didn't run away from anything, any of his reasons. But anyway, y'all, that's why we're still talking about Colin Kaepernick. And I got many more stories. I'm gonna do more of these, and I'm a hashtag on like Uber Hero, because that's my new thing. That's what people call me. Hey Uber Hero. But anyway, y'all, if you thinking about driving for Uber right now, there's a bonus of $500 bonus. And then it will see the link in the description, and also Lyft. I would urge everybody to sign up for both of them anyway. Uber, I think Lyft is like a couple $100, but go ahead and sign up. If you need a free ride, you can also hit that up too. Free $20 ride, and I think $50 for Lyft. But anyway, y'all, peace out. I'm back at the house. Appreciate you riding with me. To the next video. If I got on the same shirt, it means I'm still making money, but I'm about to go make some Black Folk Hot Spots money right now. Peace out, y'all. Peace. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video when you check it out. Whether you're on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, whatever. Just share. All right, y'all. Peace. Well, commentary, comments. Tell me where you guys are from. Tell me, what you guys think. Should we stop talking about Colin Kaepernick? Is it over? Should we stop talking about it? Because it's been running a couple days cycle. Anyway, y'all, peace. Talk to you soon.